What you doing? Huh? Yeah, it's a good boy. Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Okay, so first of all, let me show you this here real quick. Do this. When I got my care package in the mail, one of the things that got sent was a plate for the Harley Davidson for my license plate. So I wanted to show you that I did put that on. And that the magnet is on the refrigerator in the camper. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. Let's see. Just working a little bit today, cutting back more around here. I cut back this way more. Got a little bit behind here. Went around the garden. Was working in this area here as well. Okay, hey Bubba Lubba. Just put that on the table, okay? Thank you, Bub. Cut a little bit over here, a little bit on the other side here, but I was working on the weeds over on this side, so I was jamming them back. So that was my focus of what I was doing today. So they've had all summer to get ahead of me, so I'm just working on a little bit, and then I did work a little bit in the other garden as well. Okay, so today I wanted to do a video. I know I've been listening to a lot of comments, looking at a lot of comments and stuff like that, and I know a lot of people said that they're planning on bugging in. One young lady that lives in LA said she plans on bugging in. Okay, so that's cool. I understand that. I understand the thought process of it. I plan on bugging in here as well. You know, is this my last resort? I hope not. I do plan on staying here, but if we had to bug out of here, we would definitely do it. So now let's talk about that a little bit, about bugging out, okay? If you had to bug out of where you were, what game plan do you have for that? Now here's my thought, okay? Hopefully you have, one or two different locations that you have in mind that you would want to go to. Have 3 to 4 different routes on how to get there. And on the way to those routes, strategically have supplies placed ahead of time, okay? That I think is really, really important, because let's say you had to get out of your apartment because they're burning it out, or your house, or they're burning houses down, and you got to get, okay? And you can basically take what you can carry and you got to get out. Now, if you have all your supplies in one spot, now you're pretty screwed, okay? But if you have depots of supplies in other spots, you can know that, okay, I got to just get to point A, and that's where those supplies are going to be. So having a game plan is really, really key. I understand bugging in. I plan on bugging in too. I honestly do. I mean, I moved here because I wanted to live on my retreat, and we obviously do. So, but knowing that let's put it like this: are all my supplies here? No. Do I have stuff buried around? Maybe. But having other things in place gives you an opportunity to have a chance for survival. If you have to bug out, have other places where you've buried stuff. I don't care if it's along the highway. Have stuff that's buried in different strategic locations, so that you know that if you have to bug out, you know where you can go, that there's going to be more supplies, meaning food, water, canteen, extra clothes, tools, multi-purpose tool knife, a knife, a gun perhaps, pistol with ammo, water purification tablets, medical supplies. Knowing that you have something in place, even a little cans of Sterno so that you can heat up something. You know what I mean? Just having things in place ahead of time, knowing that, okay, if I had to get out of where I'm at, I know that I got to go to here, and I know where this spot is, and I just got to dig it up, and that's where I'm going to find more supplies. And just don't have one. Like I say, have 2 to 3. Let's say you have 3 to 4 different routes on how to get to your whatever bug out location that you want to get to, okay? Have 2 to 3 places on each route that you have stashed food, water, supplies, okay? Now I'm going to show you in an upcoming video. I had made a tube PVC pipe before, and I'm going to actually do a bigger one next time. I like it, but I wanted something with a bigger opening so I can get more stuff into it, and shorter. But I'll show you that. I'll show you how that works, how I did mine, and in this way you can have that so that it's underground, it's going to be secure, it's going to be watertight, and you don't have to worry about it. It's just a matter of digging it up, unscrewing the cap, and bam, there's your stuff, you know. So that's something to think about. And like I said, I'll show you that in an upcoming video. But like I said, the key is having other places where you have food stashed. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's just it's not a good way to do it. It's like, you know, I know that, like I say, you know, people say, oh, well, all your stuff, you're up here in the country, your stuff is not secure. Well, like I said, I don't show everything, guys, okay? I don't show my security. I never really talked much about the security, but I have security. If somebody comes, you know, that's not gonna, let's just say it's not a good idea. But, you know, and then it's like, my game plan, of course, is if something happens, I plan on hunkering down, waiting for my people to get here, and riding out the storm. That's, you know, that's kind of key. You know, and then if you have, see, here's the thing, this is what my thought process is, just so I can share it with you. Let's say, and I'm just going to throw an example out there, let's say the government is going house to house and are taking everybody's supplies for the greater good of everybody else, supposedly, okay? Well, if you have all your eggs in one basket and they come to your house and they take all your stuff, now you got nothing. All your prepping that you did was for nothing. But if you have other options and stuff stored elsewhere, you know, then you have, okay, I know that if I go here, this is what I got, this is where I'm at. I mean, you could use a 55-gallon drum, and as long as you seal that up good, you know, you're going to be okay. And, you know, have everything buried in different places. And don't, like I say, don't have it all in one spot. You know, have a little bit here, or a little bit there, or a little bit there. So if you get to XYZ location, you have blankets and clothes and extra socks and, you know, like I say, water purification tablets, all those different things that you're going to want and need is what it comes down to. Tools, you know, whatever you're going to need, you know, those are the important things to remember, okay? So I just wanted to put that thought in your head, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have already thought about that, and you're probably going, he's being repetitive, but I wanted to put this into your mind because, you know, maybe some of you haven't thought about it. And so, and again, I want to hear what your thoughts are. I love the comments. I love the interaction. We all learn from each other. I don't know everything. Don't pretend to think I know everything. You know, I just have had a lot of time over the last several years to process a lot of this stuff, and I think about these different things and think about different scenarios that could happen and how to plan, you know, for what I want to do and how I want to do it, you know. So, you know, my thing is, the more good people survive, the better off we are. So having a game plan and being smart about stuff, that's what it's all about, you know. So, to, you know, like again, to the young lady that lives in LA, have other locations where you have food that if you have to get out and, you know, you can get to that location, that you have food and water and that you have supplies there. And like I said, and have more than one. And that goes for everybody. I mean, that goes for everybody that's a prepper, that lives on their retreats. You know, have stashes. Have other places where you have food and water, clothes, whatever you're going to need to have, just in case. It's always good to have a plan A, a plan B, a plan C, and a plan D. I mean, it's just trying to be proactive and being smart about it is really, really important. Okay, so I just, you know, just wanted to put that food for thought in your heads. And let me know what you think, and I want to hear the interaction. Please tell me your thoughts, what you think, and stuff like that, and we'll kind of go from there. You know, like I said, it'll all come together, guys. It really does. I mean, it's being methodical, not being afraid. You can't live in fear. You know, you got to be proactive, and I know I've said that before too, but you know, it's always better to act than to react. So, and like I said, if you have a game plan and you go, okay, if this happens, this is what we're going to do. And bugging in is not a bad thing at first, because, you know, if you don't have a bug out retreat that you're going to, you know, that you can get to right away within a few hours of where you're at. If you can't get there, maybe it's better to bug in and try to ride out the storm. Eventually, you're going to have to leave, and when you do leave, the ones that are going to be left are not the nice ones a lot of times, okay? So, I mean, if you can get out to your bug out location, that's the way you want to do it. It's better to get there as soon as possible. If you don't have one, like I said, if you can try to connect with other people, that's also key. Having other people that are going to have your back, that's important, okay? So, anyway, I want to do this quick video, share this with you guys, let me know what you think. And I hope everybody's having a great day. Today is the 20th of September. I'm going to show you the sky here. It's very crystal clear, blue, beautiful, beautiful day. 82, I think, as I said, the high today. It's absolutely gorgeous. You know, like I said, we just keep plugging along and doing what we got to do. And here's the cats having a rough life of it, having a hard time. What's going on, Lucy Loose? I know. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. There's Buddy over there chilling. But anyway, guys, remember, it's one thing at a time, it's one step at a time, and it's one day at a time. And you will get to what your goals are. Be methodical, be prepared, be smart, you know. I mean, just be organized. That's kind of a key element as well, being organization. And like I said, I know I've said it before, write down lists. If you write down lists and you got it on paper, and then you can make your plans, and as you do things, you check it off the list. You know, that's really important too, because it's like, you always have to have, okay, what am I going to accomplish today? You know, what's my game plan? So do those things and you're going to get to where you want to be. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to jump off of here. I hope you all have a great day. And remember, kiss the ones you love, hug them, tell them that you love them every day, because tomorrow is not guaranteed. It really isn't, okay? Have a great day. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.